This game was the Indiana Fever versus the Las Vegas Aces, where Stephanie White got a tech and then got a half five. But anyway, let's get into that game real quick. Again, we're gonna kind of try to go through these pretty fast. Basically, Indiana wins 81-54. It was absolute domination. Indiana smokes Las Vegas as Asia tried to play hero ball. Well, not hero ball. She tried to be the solo hero for her team, but it just wasn't enough. Her 29 points was not enough. Let's talk about. Let's go to Indianapolis, where the Indiana Fever snapped a 16-game losing streak to the Aces by blowing them out, 81-54. And honestly, guys, the game was it was horrible for the Las Vegas Aces and fantastic for the Indiana Fever. This game, in my opinion, was equally how bad the Aces were and also how fantastic of defense the Indiana Fever played. Here's the deal. This is finally the types of games that Stephanie White is an excellent coach on. Stephanie White was with the Connecticut Sun for the last couple of years, and what was Connecticut known for? It was known for defense. That was a team that was going to be very physical with you. That was going to knock you off your square and just frustrate you to the point where you just can't really do anything. Their guards, from their guards to the post players, everybody's playing fantastic help defense throughout the games. They are just beating their opponents to the space, and that has transferred over to the Indiana Fever. Look at the last two games for the Fever, right? Against the Minnesota Lynx, against the Las Vegas Aces. We are seeing a defense just step up and do well. And we're seeing that paired up with fantastic offense. I'm talking fantastic offense like Kelsey Mitchell, who was still on fire, right? Kelsey Mitchell, 25 points in yesterday's game, right? And 6 assists. A lot of times people want to say, oh, Kelsey Mitchell don't pass. Kelsey Mitchell is selfish, all this other. Kelsey Mitchell can pass, and she was doing that yesterday. And she's had some games where she's been doing that. I don't know if 6 assists is her season high, but anyway, she was fantastic, right? Doing her thing, knocking down 3-pointer after 3-pointer after 3-pointer. And then down low, you had Aliyah Boston, who Aliyah Boston was going toe to toe with A'ja Wilson, and she was like, you know what? I am giving you the business. 20 points for Aliyah Boston, 7 rebounds. She was doing her thing, and Natasha Howard, another double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds for her. And everybody else did their thing. Erin McDonald continues to have a fantastic year with the Indiana Fever. She didn't score a lot of points because, again, she is more of a game manager. She is a facilitator. She is someone who's going to get everybody involved, and she did just that yesterday. Really good defense from her. Really good offensive ideas from her as well. Just not doing anything dumb. 8 points for her, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. Like, just great game for her. Because just overall, the Indiana Fever, suffocating defense. They held Las Vegas. Now, remember, this is the same Las Vegas team that won 2 back-to-back championships. Same Las Vegas team. They held them to 26% shooting. That really tells the whole story in a way. Outside of A'ja Wilson, who was kind of unstoppable, right? Outside of A'ja Wilson, the rest of the Aces shoot, 7 for 43 from the field? A'ja finished with 29 points in yesterday's game. Shot 50% from the field. Everybody else was horrible, okay? Nobody on the Las Vegas Aces scored more than 6 points besides A'ja. Nobody. And there's something going on with this Aces team that we're probably going to find out something later on, because I don't know how you go from being a really good team to having the point guard, Chelsea Gray, who is an elite point guard, but this year is terrible, right? We're seeing Chelsea Gray get more turnovers than assists, guys. We are seeing Jewel Lloyd attempt 3 field goals in the entire game, right? We're seeing Jackie Young only scored 6. Like there's no hope for the Aces if they continue to play like this. A'ja Wilson did everything she could, and she had absolutely no help from the rest of the team. A'ja made 9 field goals in yesterday's game. The rest of her team combined for 7 field goals in the entire game. That is pathetic, guys. And we saw the Aces commit turnover after turnover after turnover. And Indiana, that was because of Indiana's defense, but also because the Aces were trash, right? They were trash. Left and right, fantastic defense by the Fever, and no real adjustments, no real plan for the Aces. Now, if you are the Aces and you're Becky Hammon, you're looking at this game and you're looking yourself in the mirror and you're saying, you know what? We got to figure out why no one outside of A'ja Wilson is showing up. And if you're Stephanie White with the Indiana Fever, you're saying, you know what? We got to keep it going. This defensive intensity, the way we have played in the last 2 games, is exactly how we need to play for the rest of the season. They've won 9 of their last 12 games. They are not afraid of anybody, especially since their defense is doing well. Oh, because the offense is going to come. You know you have shooters on your team. It's when you're able to shut down a team that won 2 back-to-back championships like a season ago. Not last season, but in 2022, 2023, back-to-back championships for the Las Vegas Aces. Largely the same core with the exception of Kelsey Plum. And this Indiana Fever team, they did their thing. They absolutely did their thing. Dominique says, Quita tries to not be negative, but has no other option than to tell the ugly truth. I mean, the Aces are bad. Like, they're just... And I was thinking, okay, they're going to try to get it together. Okay, maybe I see the logic in Nalissa Smith and whatnot, but, like, she didn't do anything either. She got a good reception from the crowd, but, like, she didn't, like... They're just bad. They are just bad. There's, like... I just wonder. I just wonder if we'll find out something later of like what exactly is happening. Because I don't know what it is. They shouldn't be playing this bad. They really shouldn't be. Ghost, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I'm gonna call it the Colson curse. Vegas down bad. I mean, Sydney Colson was an excellent piece for the Aces. That's for sure. Cole Hama says Becky Hammon threw the entire team under the bus. You mean in her post-game presser? I mean, the entire team played like trash besides A'ja, who's been carrying this team and is probably exhausted, right? Besides A'ja, the rest of the team do need to be thrown under the bus. They play like trash. They play like trash. And so